Hi everyone, welcome back to Islam Unboxed. Today I want to talk about Qatar, soccer and Islam. There are so many issues come with World Cup this time. Why? Because it is in Doha, Qatar. Issue number one, sales of alcohol. In the beginning, it was allowed. And then Qatari government changed their mind and then it's not allowed. Now, after Budweiser complained about it, now they're allowed to sell alcohol in the stadium 3 hours before the games and 1 hour after the game. During the games, they are allowed to sell only non-alcoholic beer, but zero. Issue number two, LGBT. Promoting LGBT is not allowed for both players and fans. So, no rainbow flags, no one love armband. Issue number three, kissing in public is not allowed. That will land you in jail, even though your husband and wife. You cannot kiss your husband or wife in public. Issue number four, Team South Korea is so disappointed. They're not allowed to eat pork, their favorite food. Pork is banned in Qatar. Issue number five, sexy clothing is also banned for both men and women. So people should wear somewhat loose clothing so they cannot show their bodies. Issue number six is the most problematic one in my view because Qatari government allows Zakir Naik to do da'wah every day during World Cup. Imagine, so many countries ban Zakir Naik, but Qatari government allowing him. I don't know why. Especially last year, Zakir Naik in one of his video is saying professional soccer is haram. If that's what he thinks, so it means Qatari government is promoting something that is haram. And why they're allowing him to talk, I don't know. So he's not the only one that says soccer is haram. Let us check Islam. Now, they're giving 4 reasons why it is haram, and all 4 of them are so stupid. You'll be laughing. This like a joke. This like like as good as watching stand-up comedian. Let us take a look at the first one. It is proven to us that play continues during the times of prayer, which results in the players and spectators missing prayers. Well, of course, soccer games is not 5 minute games, a 5 minute game. Soccer games are usually like 90 minutes or more. 90 minutes is without the overtime. Let us take a look at the prayer times. Because Allah, the genius, giving 5 times prayers. Look, take a look at the time. Don't look at this. Now, the first prayer, Fajr, 5:58 a.m. Zuhur, 12:04. Now the gap is 6 hours. From the second prayer to Asr, the third one, is 2 hours and 22 minutes. And from the third one to the fourth one, Maghrib, is 2 hours and 21 minutes. And from Maghrib to Isha, the last one, is 1 hour and 24 minutes. Imagine this. Less than only the first one. From the first one and the second one, you have gap of 6 hours. So you can only play soccer here. If we have to follow Sharia law, you cannot play soccer at any this time because you may miss prayers because it's 2 hours and 22 minutes. You go inside usually half hour before the games or 1 hour. I don't know, hours before the games. So you will spend like more than 3 hours or 4 hours just to watch local soccer games. So of course you will miss prayers there, especially World Cup, right? Imagine this. And then I don't know why the Qatari government allowing World Cup there because World Cup is like playing. They don't play just in the morning, right? So it means so many people miss prayers, which is I love. By the way, I love it. So Allah, the genius, giving these times of prayers, very just to annoy people, to inconvenience people. I mean, I'm not saying religion should be, about convenience. It's not about that, of course. But take a look at the time. Less than 2.5 hours later, you have to pray again. And to the last one, even worse, not even an hour and a half. Why? Now, let's go back. The reason number two, take a look. The nature of this game leads to factionalism, stirring up fitnah or division, and hatred. These results are the opposite of what Islam promotes of tolerance, friendship, and brotherhood, and cleaning hearts and souls of hatred, resentment, and grudges. It is hard for someone who knows Islam not to laugh when reading this, right? Islam, well, they say soccer is leading to factionalism, stirring up fitna or division, and hatred. That's to me sounds like Islam. There's Aga Khan, how many of Ismailis, how many different divisions of Sufis, Sunnis, Deobandi, Shias, how many Shias, Fifers, Seveners, Twelvers, so many of them, and they all hate each other, and many times they kill each other. So I don't know why they talk like giving this as a reason. And take a look number three. The reason number three. The game involves physical danger for the players as a result of collisions and injuries. Usually, the players do not end the game without some of them falling on the pitch unconscious or with broken arms or legs. Wow. Well, sometimes something like that happens, but not usually. That's for sure. Not usually. Now, take a look at number four. The purpose behind allowing sports is to make people become physically active and to train them for fighting and to ward off chronic disease. I never heard of this. This is so stupid. I don't know how playing ping pong is the same as training for fighting. Uh, I mean, People who play sports definitely are stronger physically compared to those who do not play sports. But it is not to train them for fighting. If you want to train yourself to fight, you should go to Shaolin temples or learn how to do karate or judo or whatever, ninjutsu or whatever, jujutsu, whatever, but not playing sports. Playing sports alone cannot make you become a fighter and cannot ward off chronic disease either. If you have if you have cancer, playing soccer playing soccer every day does not help. That's for sure. I'm not a doctor. Maybe I'm wrong. You can take a look again. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't help. All the reasons they give is very stupid. Each and every one of them is stupid. Yes, if knowing Islam, soccer is actually haram. But this is not the reason. I should be a mufti. I should be a sheikh at minimum. I can make better money. Anyway, let us take a look at Surah Al-Maidah verse 90. First, we should read Quran. What does it say? Let's take a look at Dr. Gali. O you who have believed, surely wine and games of chance and altars and divining are only an abomination of a Shaitan's doing. So avoid it, that possibly you would prosper. Take a look at this translation. Game of chance. Game of chance is not only lottery, not only gambling. Why? Let me show you from soccer. Last time Saudi was playing against Argentina and they won. I don't know how much Saudi paying the the players from Argentina, but anyway, let me show you the lineup. In any team, they will have players on the bench. Play number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, or another goalie here. How many goalies they have, right? They usually have 3 goalkeepers. So now, let's say this guy, Al-Sheri, not playing. Instead of him, playing bench number 1. Playing instead of him. The result will be different. Right? Let's say Al-Faraj not playing. And then, instead, player number 2 from the bench go and play. The result will be different. Let's say Al-Buraikan and Al-Dawsari change position from the left to right, from the right to left. The result would be different. Am I not right? So it means the chance of winning or losing will be higher or lower. So it means this is a game of chance. That's why if you see Taliban, they don't like soccer. They don't like kids playing soccer even. Because there's a chance of winning and a chance of losing. Game of chance is prohibited in Islam. Allah prohibits anything that have something like that, like game of chance. So it's not only lottery, but also something like this, because this is also game of chance. Am I not right? I hope this video will help some of you to see Islam. That's why I'm making videos just to share my opinions, my views, what I read, and some of the readings even. That's why actually I do agree with Islam why soccer is haram. But the reason would be different. Not like uh, this silly reasons here. No, not because of that. But I would have different reason. Why? But that's because I know a little bit of Islam. And this kind of answer, I don't know, it's like somebody who don't know anything about Islam. This answer is like garbage. Anyway, like I said, I hope this video help some of you know Islam a little more and why you should not be a Muslim. That's all from me tonight. Thank you for listening. Whether you love soccer or you don't, God bless you all. Have a nice life.